Just like the rain in spring, take the chlorine out of conversation. Let your light reflect on.
Bienvenue à les Jésus. Okay, so I wanted to come back and do a part 2 on what did I title it? What would you give God? But I feel like it was better for me to do this instead because of the times that we're in. God has been warning me a lot about warning everybody else about the times that we are in today, and they're not good. So, um, okay, so I already had this in my head already. I remember when I was on the highway one time on I-95 and I saw a whole bunch of military trucks driving down south as if they're going to Miami because we're already in Fort Lauderdale. So they were going to Miami. There's a time where I was in Miami, South Miami, and I saw a whole reserve with a whole bunch of military trucks there. I said that Black Lives Matter was a little bit too quiet. Like, what happened? You know how people are saying like this coronavirus is slowly disappearing, just like Ebola. Black Lives Matter was slowly disappearing. I was like, no, no, that's not. It's not gonna work. It's gonna come back up, and it's gonna come back way harder because of course we're tired of us getting killed. Us black folks keep getting killed. Honestly, I feel like there's a burden for men, and then I feel like there's also another burden for women. There's a big burden, no, for black women. There's a big burden for black women. For some reason, I feel that. I know it has some connection to the murders that's been going on, the police brutality with the black men and the police. But um um yeah, so there's a burden for black women. I know that's gonna come up soon. Uh, and oh yeah, with the Black Lives Matter, I knew that something else was gonna come up. It was gonna come up again. It was gonna come back harder. There's gonna be something that has to do with homosexuality. It's gonna have something to do with. It's gonna be like a civil war that's gonna happen. It's gonna be like a civil war that's gonna happen, and I think that's what's gonna start this whole thing. Because if you think about it, everywhere you go, China just started. We not China just started discriminating, but we just now started hearing that China is discriminating. Well, they just started like discriminating against black people. Come on now. Even though China is considered a minority or whatever, or like Spanish people, Spain, Latin, I don't know, Mexican, I don't know. But the most oppressed is black people, and everyone, I feel like the lighter the skin, the better. The lighter the skin is the more authority that they feel that they have over you. I feel like because even with the Spanish people, like there's this supermarket that I go to in Fort Lauderdale, and like they be looking real snooty, cause I'm Haitian, so I be going there with my Haitian mama, and they be over there looking real snooty, you know what I'm saying? And we all supposed to be minorities. We all supposed to like, you know, immigrants or whatever, like people that they don't care about, but they don't really care about us, to be honest. I mean, they do care. Some people do care. I can't speak for everybody, but I'm saying like black people, we're at the bottom of the barrel only because we're at the top of the list for God, of course, but that's what it is. Like China discriminating. You got the coronavirus. You can't even go get checked at the hospital. How did it flip so quickly from China was the one who got it, from black people are the one who can carry it now? Who are we blaming? We're trying to pick someone to blame. So that's what not long that was there. That's what that is. Black Lives Matter is going to, I feel like it's going to start something big with the riots. It is not that it's not a good idea. Protest peacefully, But we all know it's the white people and the other people out there and the people that are planting stuff and seeds against the black people, trying to make us look bad, as if we're the ones that's stealing and we're the ones that's vandalizing and whatever, and using this opportunity as a time for us to be savages, which we are not. It's all a setup. It's almost like we can't win. We won't win until Jesus comes, to be honest, because this is going to continue. It's going to be hell on earth. It's Satan's time to shine. And honestly, let's just accept the fact. Let's accept his 15 minutes of fame. Worry about yourself and see what you can do for other people, as in praying. You can do that. Pray to see if you can if God will find you worthy for him to provide a safe haven for you when these times of tribulations are coming, because after the coronavirus is going to come something worse. I knew it. I knew something was going to happen, because the kids, I knew there was going to be some kind of attack on the kids. A kid got a stroke from the coronavirus apparently, but at first it didn't have nothing to do with the kids. The kids are just okay to go to school. That's the first thing that you're going to open up. One of the first things you're going to open up is the schools. You're going to open up an elementary school. You're going to open up a kindergarten. You're going to open up a pre-K, a daycare, and say that it's okay for them to go back. No, because this is set up. One thing, they want to depopulate. We're running out of food. The damage has already been done. Even if the coronavirus is, done, if they want to cut it, the food supply has already been, cut tremendously. It is going to leave a gap. It is going to show. My thing is, maybe they're betting that somebody... Hey, it's almost time for us to go. Okay. My bet is that they're depending on cancer people, stage 5 cancer people, that they'll die. That with this new wave, when they turn the 5G on, that a whole bunch of people will die, and then they'll blame it on natural causes. Because T-Mobile already promoting it in Metro and Sprint. All 3 of those people, Sprint, T-Mobile, and Metro PCS. What's left? Verizon? Come on now, guys. Can they even do that? Be a monopoly? With this 5G network, then that's the one that's actually killing us? I don't know. Stay woke, okay? If you're gonna go to these protests, pray. Pray instead of instead of playing boo shake music or the Cupid Shuffle, play some gospel music. Somebody, let's have some church outside. Hey, we finally outside, y'all. Let's have some church outside. Let's have some church outside. Or what was George Floyd even about? He was about, I don't know who he is, but they said that he was about peace and unity. So how about y'all go out there and y'all preach about peace and unity? He also talked about God too. So why don't y'all go out there and preach? With this quarantine, there's white people out here protesting because they need a haircut. We black people are protesting over a good thing, over someone's death because of racism and police brutality. But we should also include God into it, which also goes into what I was speaking before, which I posted up, about what will we give God. We want something, but what will we give God? We want justice, God, but what will we give God? When we get justice, will we say that it was because of the protest, or will we say because God is the one that granted the justice, because he is the God of justice? I am justice. He is justice. Justice is God. God is justice. What are you going to offer him? What are you going to tell them? Because when the walls of Jericho, when they were waiting for the walls of Jericho to go down, Joshua said, go around there 7 times, blow the trumpet, whatever, and then after that, whatever, I'm going to tell y'all when to do whatever, and then y'all going to do that, and then that's it. And what is the story that we know? What I know about the walls of Jericho is that they praised. They praised, they marched around 7 times, and then they praised Lord while they were going to go get the conquer, while they were going to go win. So Maybe that's what we need to do. And it's easier said than done. It's easier said than done. But in such a big situation like this, you can see the similarity to where it's so easy, to where it's like Jericho was a big old sea that they were trying to get. The police department, the government is a big old thing that we're trying to overcome. So we can go there, we walk around the white building, the White House 7 times and conquer it. The Lord might send lightning. Who knows? We believe in God. He's the same God from yesterday, and He's the same God from today. He's the same God from when Jesus was born, and He's the same God from before then, and He's the same God that watered the grass in the Garden of Eden. He's the same God. It's hard to believe it because everything is just like, that's not real, that's not real, that's not real, that's not real. Supernatural stuff, that's not real. Ghosts, that's not real. God, that's not real. Jesus, that's not real. But it is. But it's not magic. You don't believe in magic, believe in the power of God. And that's hard to believe because they tainted it with believing in magic. So it's hard to believe in the power of God because they made the power of God look like it was magic, and magic is fake. But the power of God is real, and it's hard. So just ask God for Him to help you, because even I need help for that. But I know that it's true. And even if I don't fully know it, why am I not coming over here to tell you guys? So what? So that just because I don't know it and I don't want to go and explore it doesn't mean that you can't go and explore it and go to heaven. What if I don't explore it and I don't say anything? We both go to hell. I can just go to hell and you can go to heaven, but I'm going to go to heaven. We're both going to go to heaven now that we know this information. So I just told you the information. So yeah. Pray. That's the only way it's going to help. Okay, bye.
Jesus, flow through us. Jesus, heal the bruises. Jesus, clean the music. Jesus, please use us. Jesus, please help. Jesus, please heal.